Okay, what I did was I took off like all the notifications, all the thingies that go bleep 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 and come onto the screen, because for some reason I think that at the moment my computer and everything can't handle all that extra stuff. Good. That's a start. I'm just gonna try and keep positive, otherwise I'm literally just gonna have a breakdown right now. So positivity is what keeps us going. Positivity, man. Yes. So yeah, and I feel so mean because literally like everyone's just like, oh cool, let's come to this session, let's come and join in, and then I'm just like, yeah, 1 hour later, and it's only just working. Honestly, I'm just gonna sip my tea. Sip it. Yes. So honestly, if you have any questions, please ask me. To distract me from what literally just happened, which was just a mess. Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm just gonna keep on doing these things. So yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't do this bit because this is what I made earlier. Man. So this can go all the way over here. This can just disappear off the edge of the screen. Then we'll no longer see it. Oh God, don't do that to me. My favorite webtoon to make soundtracks for. Okay, I mean, I have to admit there has been a long like list of SubZero tracks that I've done. So you'd probably think that because for me it's kind of like second nature to do those now. So I probably would say the SubZero tracks, but also like I haven't really properly had like enough time to do, not enough time, but like I haven't done enough of like the Witch and the Bull tracks yet, or like Wolfman of Ulvershear, to actually know if I prefer that, if that makes sense. Like I like fantasy tracks, like, so I guess SubZero would be first currently. It's like really close with SubZero and the Witch and the Bull, because they both kind of just like, they give me the vibes. They're just so chill to do and they're so inspiring, and I like other ones, but yeah, that's kind of my jam. So yeah. Is it still working? Oh my god, it's still working. Oh my god! I'm gonna cry. In a good way. In an actual good way. I'm just gonna literally say, oh my gosh, it's working now to people, because otherwise it's just gonna be forever just people going, it's not working now, is it? It is working. I'm a genius. Oh. Okay. So, yes, I would definitely say fantasy ones. The thing is that it's nice to be able to do things which aren't like so true to real life. Like, I wouldn't mind doing like documentary soundtracks and things like that, because they can be super inspiring as well. But when it's like fantasy, magical, transformation, you can literally just do anything. You could do anything. And just, yeah, the limit is your imagination. So it's just like the scope is so much wider for it, and you're not limited by like not using as my instruments. Like if you're doing like dance music, it's like, I don't know. That stuff isn't as exciting to me, you know? You know? So yeah, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna start by doing, yeah, I'm gonna start by probably like lifting up the levels so you can actually hear what's going on. The last thing we want is just you hearing nothing. Yeah. From Johnny. Wait, Johnny. Is this the Johnny in real life Johnny, or is this like just a random Johnny? Do I know you, Johnny? Are you chilling in my stream? Johnny from school? Okay. I'm just gonna randomly do whatever I feel comes to my mind. If you've got any questions along the way, please just ask me, because half the time I just get on with it. So honestly, I don't really think about it unless people go, oh, what are you doing now? I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. Because, yeah, I just have a way and a method of doing things, and yeah, I'll try not to hit the microphone with my hand. The Dorset Johnny. I want it slower. Thank you for joining. Honestly, I didn't know how many people would actually come. Hang on, I'm just going to record this bit and then I'll answer any questions. Okay, maybe not in 3/4. We don't want it to be dance like, you know? It's not a folk jig. Two, three, four. Yeah, so I just improvised something. I tend to stick around that kind of key. Yeah, what music composers are my favorite? Yo, mom. No. Myself. No, God. I honestly, I have to admit, it's difficult for me to say favorite because, yeah, I have no bias. I'm joking. I do have bias. Obviously, the mains, you have like Hans Zimmer, you have John Williams. I really like Thomas Newman though, because he does like Wall-E and American Beauty. Is it American Beauty? Yeah. Basically, and like Finding Nemo, and he does like really cool like textured stuff, and basically it's just so pretty. As well as obviously like the Studio Ghibli composer, he's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that, but I have to admit, I have not seen the movie. I am sorry. I'm a bad person. I need to see that movie. Like, I mean, I've seen the trailer and I'm like, oh, cool music, but I know that trailer music is like a different person that does trailer music. Yeah, so probably Thomas Newman, but I go between them. Obviously, Hans Zimmer is like the big boy, and I actually saw him in person, which I can boast about, haha. And I saw his live concert in London. Was it London? I think it was London. Or maybe he did. I think he came like closer to me because I was like, oh my god, he's coming so near me. Why is he coming to this town near me? It was just a bit surreal. So I basically booked tickets. I got VIP tickets for me and my friend. I was like, happy birthday to me, but gave her a ticket. How cute, because I didn't want to go alone. And the thing we remember about him mostly is just that he had a really soft jumper. So obviously he paid like for cashmere or something. That is the important stuff you need to know. It's shot as a one take, so scoring it must have been real interesting. I couldn't do that. Like, I can barely do one take soundtracks. I always have to go and like do things over again. So yeah, so I'm guessing that meant they just literally just recorded everything in one take, right? Literally. So it was just like, okay, you've got the music, you don't need to practice, right? You're experts, so just play it. Yeah. Man, that would have been... I would have hated to be those performers. I'd been like, you what, mate? Like, and he probably would have just said it out of the blue, like, oh, by the way, we're going to do it in one take. It's edited to look like there's no cuts. The soundtrack will still be segmented, but there's no nice cut points to match. Oh, I see. Well, who needs cuts anyway, you know? You don't need to edit things. I never edit things. Who's your favorite composer, guys? Honestly, I just go through phases of liking different people. Like, major phases. I have to admit, though, I think one of my favorite soundtracks and inspirations for, like, Sub-Zero tracks and things like that is John Williams when he did Memoirs from a Geisha, or Memoirs of a Geisha. It's such a beautiful movie, simply because the soundtrack is amazing. Like, it just takes it to, like, a different level. So, yes. Makes a big difference, man. Makes a big difference. The music makes a difference sometimes. I tell myself that because that's my job, to try and make a difference. And if I don't, then obviously I'm not doing my job right. Johan Johansson. Yeah, Ramin Djawadi. Jawad. I can never pronounce his surname right. That's why I never remember his name, because like his surname is just like Jawadi. Like Jedi. He's from Star Wars. Anyway, okay, I'm procrastinating. How dare you talk to me? Let me do some extra bits. Okay, I'm gonna do some Taco Boys. So, or Taoki. It's not, that sounds like food, I'm hungry. Tacos. Tacos. Oh, taco is a food. I had some ramen, but it was potted ramen, so it's not like the same as normal ramen. Sad times. So I'm going into East West right now. Basically, I'm going to find my instruments in East West in Storm Drum, because Storm Drum is my vibes. Zen Drum. Oh, found them. Tacos. Okay, SG2 tacos. We know where they are now because I write them down like a clever person. Yeah. Me. That's cute. Are you sure? Are you sure you're listening to enough like composers? I see. Thank you. Yeah. Okay? If you listen to my stuff, like, what's your favorite track? I think somebody did an actual poll the other day and they tagged me, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I've never asked people what their favorite track is. All I've done is just gone onto the different like streaming platforms, and I'm just looking on Spotify like, okay, The Wolfman of Wolvershire is first, okay, Sub-Zero is second, but like, I don't know, Tethered Bonds probably, and then the rest just like trickles in, and I'm like, fair enough. And then YouTube is just a mess because I have like a distributor that distributes my things, and then there's just me that never does any more videos at the moment because they take too much time. So I'm just like, I've got my tracks there, but it doesn't really count because I've only got 5 of them up compared to like I've done about 20 now or something. So yeah, it's just hard to actually know which is the most popular one. But I think like at the time, I think Tethered Bonds got a lot of like Tethered Bonds, Gathering the Stars, probably Chasing Nightmares because it was the first one in the SubZero like thing that I did. Yeah, and I think the first one for the Wolfman of Wiltshire as well. So Wren's Lullaby. Yeah, there are some that just are more memorable than the others. Yeah, tethered bonds. I think also because I kept on like doing like, oh look, I've done a tutorial for it. Okay, I've done a piano sheet music for it. So I just put a lot of attention into it, and I think that's where it just got like more noticed or something. Because usually I don't really bother, but that one seemed like it seems like a good track to do that for, I guess, like tutorials and stuff. Okay, I was doing taikos, right? Boom. I love that one. Yes. Okay. When you're studying or drawing, that's really cool, actually. So I kind of guess they kind of help you chill. They help you chill. Well, that's great because usually I'm like high-key stressed when I'm writing them. So if somebody can get like chill vibes from them, the completed versions, then that makes it all worthwhile. Honestly, even now, I'm procrastinating on other tracks right now to do this stream, which is why I was just like, I'm gonna cry if it's not working anymore. And it's not, it's working now, so it's fine. Okay, taikos. They're a bit loud. I'm gonna turn them down. They're gonna go down. Go down. So, what, I can't remember what I actually did. Okay, so sometimes if I play it before the beat, it won't play because it's outside of the parameter, so I need to like pull it in a bit and then it'll play. Like, see? I have a click track on, which is kind of ugly, but it helps me stay in time. So that's that little metronome thing. You might use it if you play an instrument and your teacher goes, stay in time, you're going out of time, and they just put this like weird looking clock metronome thing in front of you and you're just staring at it. Like, okay, this is terrifying. Oh, thank you. I just kind of tap on my keyboard with some nice sounding drum boys. Like, and I just hope that it sounds okay. Oops, it's a bit loud. Yeah, and then that's a way too long fade out. And then basically, I have like structured sections because tracks for SubZero and other webtoons tend to be about 2 to 3 minutes long, apart from this most recent one, which is coming out soon, hopefully. But yeah, generally speaking, they're about 3 minutes long. So I have them like, here's an intro. Here is not an intro. There's another section, then it repeats back a different section. So it goes like intro, section A, section B, section A, outro. Obviously not the whole length of that. But yeah, it tends to go in a particular kind of format, which you might have realized or might have not realized. It's kind of obvious to me, but because I do it all the freaking time, man. So, yeah. Did you like the drums in that? I like the drums. They kind of maybe stopped a bit early here. But I think also I need to do more of a kind of like tap, tap, tap. Like just to kind of add in another beat here. I heard it in my head, but I wasn't playing it because I was like, oops, too late. Too late for that stuff, man. Yeah. Where is everyone at the moment? Because I'm aware that I started late. So currently in the UK, it's like 9:30. So I'm probably going to be doing this for like another couple hours at least. And then I'm going to say that I'm going to go to bed and I'm probably going to just stay up reading webtoons or manga and just cry myself to sleep. So yeah, let's listen to this all the way through without the metronome. I'm going to put it on so you can actually see how long it is. Look, if you look up here, you can actually see like beneath the title where it says template for recording to OBS, which is not what it is. It's a SubZero soundtrack, obviously. It has the time, so it's not an hour. It starts at 0 basically, and then as I go along, you can see it goes up to like 1 minute. Oh look, that's perfectly a minute, like basically a minute. So that's the first section. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and you can just listen. Okay, because I kind of know what I'm using in my other tracks, I'm gonna bring some stuff back into this track because I basically know some parts that should be there that I've been using before, right? Because if you bring back in things that you've used previously in a series, in a season, it makes it like thematic, recognizable, and essentially people go, oh yeah, it's styled like this, because they can like remember certain parts come from certain places, and I'm like, yes, you're right, it is styled because it has this and this and this. And if I kind of break it down, I can go, yes, I've done this, so you can hear the resemblance, right? Anyway, you're not late. Honestly, do not worry about it. I was the latest person. I was like an hour late, even like probably longer than that, because the whole system was just like completely breaking down on me, and then I was breaking down in general, and then I just like eventually I was like determined to get it to work. I even was just like, if I have to take the router upstairs, I will. I didn't have to do that, and plus I don't think it would have gone that far because it has an Ethernet cable in it and stuff, and I'm just like, But yeah, don't worry. It's nice to have you here. So yeah, I'm new to Twitch too. So I've been on Twitch. I mean, I had an account before where I did like performing and stuff, but to be honest, that ended up being kind of like hard to do because you had to be on there every single day, taking like cover requests from people, and I didn't want to have to sing every day because like, sometimes you just wake up and you're just like not in the mood to sing. So I'm hardly ever in the mood to sing unless I'm in the shower or unless somebody's like actually commissioning me to do it. So I kind of have to. So yeah. Do I intentionally implement music theory into my compositions, or is it like second nature? To be honest, I think most of it, like 80% of what I do is because I play piano. So what I'm playing in right now is from a keyboard, which is attached to my computer. So essentially, I'm playing in how I'd play it on piano. But when I'm using certain instruments, I can kind of hear, I can kind of hear the instrument, and then I go, oh, okay, that would sound good used like this. So I kind of have figured out how to use certain instruments to get it to sound how I want. Essentially, so it's a tiny bit different from playing piano, but it's basically I've just trialed and errored the hell out of this until I figured something out, right? No, like I'm gonna be doing this stream probably for the next couple hours at least, because I am just ridiculously stupid and I don't even know when to switch my brain off. So yeah. Router. 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 Wait, sorry, am I meant to say router? Like I'm gonna go take the route to the next left, and then I'm gonna go take the route to the next right. I'm gonna go and get myself some fish and chips from the, I don't know, I can't go American. Manchester, yes, I know we have two people I think that are from the UK in this stream. I am sorry because it is kind of late for you guys right now, and I'm basically a night owl, but it's got to be roots. Oh my gosh, you're from France. That's cool. EU for the win. Honestly, I'm thinking that most people will probably be from around the EU because of the time that I'm doing this at, because most people in the US, it's going to be their morning time and they're going to be like dead and just not wanting to even bother with this right now. Yeah, I'm British. So I know a couple of people in this actual chat at the moment, I think if they've actually stayed, that are also from the UK. So I met one of them all the way up north when I went to uni for a bit, and then another one of them on the SubZero Discord server, which if you haven't been in, then you should try it. I did, and it terrified me for like a little while, and then I left because I was like, this is taking up too much of my time. So I'm sorry guys, but I did leave. But I'm still around in places if you want to pop up and chat. If I'm not hardcore doing commissions, then I can talk sometimes. Bonjour, je suis baguette. Did you know that in Harry Potter, like French Harry Potter, magic wand is baguette? So every time Harry just gets out his magic wand, it's like he gets out his baguette and he just uses his power. That just gets me every time. Oh, 10:31 p.m. That's cute. Oh yeah, I think you were probably the person that said, oh, it's an hour later. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll see you. It's gonna be nice to see you anyway. I've been to the UK and I absolutely love Northern England and Scotland. Wait, you like Northern England and Scotland? Are you okay? I mean, Scotland's beautiful, but it's like so much more cold and wet and dismal. Obviously it has like mountainy ranges and things. And the Lake District up north is beautiful, but like I went there twice and each time it just poured down with rain. The summers up there are just not nice or pretty. The summers down here are pretty and nice because we're kind of closer to France and Spain, and it makes a big difference. It sounds stupid because we're a small country, but it does make a big difference. What am I meant to say? What am I saying? Router. North England is England, but you can afford things at the cost of extra rain. Yeah, I mean, it's actually easier to live in the north of England because, like, the cost of living is so much better. Like, I'll probably end up moving up there at some point, maybe, if I feel like it, and I'm completely broke. Like, no, I'm joking. It's not that bad. Like, it's just a tiny bit easier to live there. But not in terms of the weather, man. Okay. Or the weather woman. Right. I need to do some more things. You've been to Germany and Switzerland. I've been to Switzerland when I was 5 years old because I have family over there, and that's even more expensive than England. But their education system is amazing. Baguette. Oh, baguette. How am I meant to say it? Baguette? Baguette? Spaghetti. I live in a desert. Oh. Well, that's niche. If I lived in a desert, I'd get lost and I'd probably just die of thirst. Croissants. Croissants. Is it scone or is it scone? To be or not to be, that's the question. Okay, next bit. I said that I heard something and it's been like 10 minutes since I said that and I haven't done anything since then, so next bit. Yeah, I know, I said baguette, right? In my accent anyway. In my accente. So we're now gonna go for Pippa. I feel like I'm going cross-eyed staring at the screen right now. If I go cross-eyed, then that's why, because I'm just trying to find things. I'm just gonna squint a lot. My eyesight's actually fine, by the way. Like, I'm the only person in my family who doesn't need glasses at the moment. So cross my heart and hope to not die. I will not need glasses for a long time because that would be annoying having to wear. I mean, I think I might suit them, but the point is I don't want to have to like have glasses and stuff. It would be a pain. Some people rock glasses though. We like a good Pippa. Pippas are cute. Hello, what's cooking in the Logic kitchen? Well, we currently have some green things going on. If you've only just arrived, I can play it through, but I'm going to play it through anyway because I'm just using a Pippa to make things sound pretty. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like my accent because that makes one of us that actually likes to listen to my voice. Greens are good. They're good for you. Oh, did I delete a note? Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna copy and paste. We love a good copy and paste. Okay, I'm just gonna start doing an erhu. I don't know all the names of Chinese or Japanese instruments, but I know the ones that I use, mostly. I mean, the ones I mainly use, erhu, Pippa, bawu, ditsi, small and large. That's pretty much most of them, the main ones anyway. Like, taikos are Japanese drums, and I love taikos. I also use some drums on here called dragon drums. I don't even know what the real name of them is, but they've got the name dragon in them, so they must be right, you know? That is the way my brain works. No, they do sound really cool. They do sound kind of like taikos, but enhanced. Oh, a Pippa. Yeah, probably. Maybe Wikipedia, if you really feel like having a look. I'm not sure I want to use that kind of erhu. We have different performance techniques we can use. I say we, I mean, I guess me, but... So, I'm gonna go for lyrical. Tacos. Taikos. Or I'm meant to go taikos. Taikos. Tacos. Tacos. We'll get some tacos. Wow, I don't even know the key I'm in right now. Whoa, no, don't delete it. I'm so low. Soloing it, and I'm also so low. Don't want it to be so loud. I'm glad I got that first time. I think mostly. Apart from the first bit. It took me... Oh, wait, hang on, where am I? So you hear tacos, yes, and pippa and peppers and things and food. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Yeah. So if you hear those things, then you're probably hungry. I actually saw this video the other day, which basically says that when you're hungry and you listen to songs, and it's literally just like this lady, like listing, like, and going through like a mashup of songs, and basically it's like, you know, when it's like, we love rock and roll, I hear, I love rock and roll. Hang on, no, I hear, we love sausage rolls. Put them in the oven with ketchup, baby. We love sausage rolls. Put them in the oven and dance with me. Like, I can't think of any other lyrics to that song. Yeah, I don't know the real lyrics anymore because I'm just, like, permanently wanting to eat rolls now. So, yeah. Hello, Akari. Can you be my mod, please? Like, honestly, we have so many people that have just been, like, posting some random links of, do you want extra followers? And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just doing tunes. And I'm just like, please leave me alone. It took me years to figure out the name of a Quisha. Anyone have no idea what I'm talking about? Or if people... To be honest, I haven't heard of that. I might have heard it before, but I haven't been using it myself. So, I mean, feel free to, like, explain it more if you want to, because I have no idea. I'm just a mainstream girl. I just use the mainstream instruments. Yeah, it's cool. They're very cool people. They inspire me. They keep me inspired. And vice versa. I just don't know what else to do with my life but be inspired by these people. And just annoy them all the time. The collaborative process. Me just screaming into the void and hoping that somebody hears me. Well, I mean, never say never. You can eventually, like, work with a webtoon creator. It can be in some way or another. You can be a proofreader. You can be an editor. You can work around to being a creator yourself. You can, like, translate webtoons. You could do content and then end up talking to creators because you ask them what they want to do. You know what I mean? There's, like, all sorts of things that you could be doing. Well, I say that, but, I mean, it's not easy to get into that field, obviously. I had no idea I would. It just kind of happened. Yeah. So, yeah, it is cool, but other people can do it too, you know? Other people do it. Rats further. If you go up the conversation, you will see, like, they've basically posted links, but because I've basically just disabled links, so they shouldn't be allowed to send them. They basically put a space between, like, .com, so the link's there, but it's not like an actual link. So feel free to go up and just, like, remove them. I don't know how to from my end because I'm a noob. Proofreading is a neat job. I mean, to be honest, it's difficult to send people a DM if they're already featured because they tend to turn off their DMs and things. The best way to go about it is if they have, like, an email address, and shoot them up and just send an email, and they probably won't reply if they're already featured. Maybe initially, I mean, the way that I started working with a creator is basically I annoyed them when they were not featured, and I was like, hey, I think you're gonna be featured. I think you're so cool. Listen to my tunes. I got inspired by you. And then 3 years later, here we are. So, yeah, if you just annoy people when you see they have talent and you are inspired by them and you want to help in some way, whether that be, like, you literally are just, like, friends, I guess, or whether you actually want to be, like, professional with them and do their proofreading or whatever, yeah, just do whatever you want, really. There are things you can do. Yeah, proofreading sounds accurate. That makes me laugh because literally you are a proofreader. It's like, shut up, you. You do proofread, man. Yeah. So, we do things, and things happen. Things don't happen the way you expect, though. Never expect something to happen the way you want it to, because it won't, man. I don't even know I was going to end up doing tunes for SubZero. Like, I was like, how's some tunes? She was like, cool, they sound great. And then I was like, okay. When she got featured, I didn't know that I would be doing tunes still, eventually at some point. So I was like, not expecting anything. I was just happy that she was featured, to be honest. And like trying to keep out the way because it takes a lot of effort to get to a point of featuring. So people literally just go into their cave and start to draw a lot and stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna color code these. Rainbow. Wow, I'm getting like proper, like, this sounds like it's gonna turn into some sort of jam. I get carried away, man. I wouldn't normally do this in a SubZero track. So, yeah, this is so not, like, realistic. But it sounds nice, right? What strings? Hang on. Let's start up top, right? Wait. Who was the first webtoon creator I worked with? Juniper? Yes. Yes, it was. It was Juniper. Wait, was it? Yes. No, it was. Oh my gosh, my memory is bad. But yeah. Yeah. So essentially, I sent her a piece first. I sent other people pieces like along the way because I kind of was like, I want to do tunes for tunes, and then ended up doing quite a few different demo tracks and things. The first tracks that I did for June were simply just because I was like, I'm inspired by you. I want to make music because I'm inspired. And then she's like, oh my god, that's cool. I like that. And she was like, oh. I think she said, oh, I can't believe that you've done music. And I'm like, oh, of course. Because she literally just released the first 3 chapters and I was already like, okay, I've done some music. So I did a track for the prologue. I did a track for the prologue and I think I did 2 or 3, but initially the prologue one was the first one. And then she was like, can you do like a track for like a dragon dance? Because yeah, that was gonna happen at some point. Don't know what's happening, if that's gonna be used anywhere, but yeah, so I did that, and to be honest, that's been one of my favorite tracks of all time, like the dragon dance, because I am also obsessed with dragons, and I'm like, I can do music about dragons and have it so they're like dancing and it gets more dangerous. And she sent me several references, and that's when it started to get really interesting because I was using references to base the music off. It wasn't just off my own bat and kind of going, this is what I think sound nice and this is what I think will work for your webtoon. Like, they were actually going, oh yeah, can you use this reference and make a track from this? And that's where the collaboration kind of started to come in. So yeah, working from a reference was kind of at that point for the dragon dance. If you go and look at it, I think the only place it is on at the moment is SoundCloud. I did put it on a playlist with all the other SubZero tracks. So if you want to have a look, then it is there. I think it's like 2 minutes 30 or something. Or it's not too long, but it's a really concrete track. It's really solid and it flows really well and it transitions. It just goes more and gets more progressive and more dramatic. And it's got like war horns at the beginning, like that kind of effect. And then it gets kind of like more kind of like epic, and then it just fades out like a big bam, and I'm just like, oh, the feels. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones I've done. Was back a couple of years ago now. Yes, so it was June. What string patch am I using? What strings? Do you mean, which strings? Because I'm using literally 3 different strings right now. So in terms of the generic strings, so if we go into the orange one, not the top one, the third one down, the strings, I'm using Contact, and in Contact, I'm using Albion 1. So if you've heard of Spitfire Audio, they do amazing like sample libraries, and also they do way too many of them. So if I bought all of them, I would be broke, I'd be in debt, and I would just basically be homeless. So I can't buy all of them. I went for Albion 1 because it's like the introductory one, which people buy to kind of introduce them to the Spitfire range, without getting too excessive. And to be honest, it's done me really well so far because I haven't needed to use like such traditional instruments outside of that, because I've been using more like Chinese instruments and kind of piano and things. So I will at some point upgrade to have more of the separate instruments from them. I do have their solo strings from one year, I think it was like 2018, when they went in the sale. So the old solo strings they have, which is like the cello, viola, and the violin. So I use those sometimes, but to be honest, people can probably, if they know about that, they can back me up, because they know that those solo strings were terrible at the time. There's a reason when they went in the sale, because if you go between the dynamics of them and you try and do like in the middle between soft and like really, really like played harshly, there's not really a middle ground. It's either harsh or soft or nothing. So to use those solo strings from Spitfire, I don't tend to go there. I tend to use something called East-West. So that's like a subscription-based service, which I used when I was a student at university because I was poor. And to be honest, I'm still using it because it's still great. Why change? So I used East-West, and in East-West, they have their own solo strings, which I kind of prefer because although they're not as quality in terms of the samples, they actually have a lot more different techniques and dynamics as well, so I prefer them a lot more. Yeah, the lower ranges of the Pippa, they do hit different. This is the thing, because I'm not playing these myself, although I'd love to, which will take me ages to do because I can't even play half these instruments. But basically, certain instruments do hit differently at certain like ranges, so you have to kind of like play around with the sample first to see how it sounds and if it will fit okay in the area you want it to go. And then if it doesn't fit okay, then maybe you need to play a bit like more softly, or you need to get a different sample, because it does make a big difference. Unfortunately, you are limited by the fact you're using samples, so you need to make those samples work with the rest of the sounds. Otherwise it can sound quite muddy, or it can just basically just not be very nice, you know? So yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And to kind of get it flow is kind of a skill, and a time-wasting skill. Is that harmonic minor? I have no idea. I'm just playing something. I'm kind of using the pentatonic, I think, or something. Yeah, working with imagery can have a much more vivid music result. Yeah, so when I work with an episode, it does help to have the episode like in front of me to actually read and to have and play it along and things. But sometimes I don't even get an episode, and I just get a description. I've had that for a few things before, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's great, but it might not be as accurate as you want. If they're fine with not giving me an episode and having it a bit less accurately scored to the actual actions of the characters and things, then that's fine. But yeah, I prefer to have the episode if possible. Have you ever wanted to do a soundtrack for a specific character from a webtoon? What's your favorite webtoon, and who's your favorite character? Good question. I don't know. Oh gosh. I have so many webtoons I read, man. I go to different apps as well, not just like line webtoons. I go to Tapas, I go to like, yeah, loads of other things. I can't think of everything right now, but yeah. So, I don't know. What character would I do? I probably would want to try to do like some sort of theme for a character, I guess, but maybe, I probably would try Arrow from The Witch and the Bull, because I feel like because she's a witch, there'd be quite a lot to kind of play around with there. My favorite webtoon, no, you asked me that one. My favorite webtoon, probably, I don't really have one. Like, I can't pick. Like, obviously, I do tunes for certain webtoons, and I love those webtoons. But if you ask me to choose, that's like taking me to a sweet shop and telling me to just pick one sweet. I can't. They're also different. I love fantasy. I think fantasy is my favorite genre. So generally, also supernatural, I guess. So yeah, which ones do I tend to go to? Obviously, SubZero, the Croaking. I tend to go to the ones that I do tunes for, I guess, because I can relate to them. Don't know, man. Like I go to loads. Yeah. Contact libraries are great. Contact libraries, I mean, they're alright. They're just not as good as other ones that I now use. Like, it's hard to go back to using the normal contact stuff because it's okay, but when you start to kind of explore and use other ones, you find favorites and then you can't go back. There's no looking back sort of thing. Cinematic studio strings became my strings go-to. All the mid-position console patches. Who's that by again? Makes me happy. You're such a nerd, lol. I don't know the users of them. I'm sorry. I haven't been paying enough attention. I just saw them basically being annoying and I was like, oh, okay then. I'm gonna listen to what I've been doing, because, yeah. To be honest, I'm just going way too wild with this Pippa, so I'm just gonna erase it, like mute it in the background so it's not there. But I'm just gonna chill. It's gonna be ghosting the whole rest of the track. Just turn the reverbs up a bit. Hang on. I want to change that. Like that. Bit more jumpy though. Bum. That's really like. I'm probably gonna have a ditzy instead. I put in a bar wee, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, Dizzy Lash small. Ha! Did you just yeet them the hell out of here? They have solo strings. Oh, CSS is by Cinematic Studio Series. I think it's basically their standalone. That makes sense because I was like, oh, who are they? They have solo strings library if you're in dire need of something other than Spitfire Nightmare. Yeah, we both know that Spitfire is just not quite cutting it for everyone. in terms of their solo stuff. So yeah, I might just take you up on that. I want to ask questions, but I don't want to be annoying. It's fine. I am annoying too, so please ask questions. As long as it's like nothing personal or anything. And like, yeah. If it's not personal and you're just not like, oh, by the way, I think you should be doing this. It's like, yeah. So yeah, anything else is fine. Well, who's my favorite Sub-Zero character? Haha. Oh, I don't know. Can I choose the dragons, please? Because I think they're saucy as hell. You know, I think they're cool. I like the dragons on their own because they're just so like evil. Probably if I had to choose between Clove and Cairo, man. I guess Clove because she's like a badass female, and I think that's cool in a character because it's kind of unusual. And she's a redhead, so it's also unusual, and she's a redhead from the Ice Clan, so I'm like, well, that's also extra unusual. Well, Cerulean tribe. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably go Clove. I mean, at the end of the day, she is the main character, but yeah, it's not like the story's not. It is kind of around her, but it's not from her point of view. It's like, yeah, an outside perspective of her and things. Thank you for yeeting them, by the way. Raina and Aaron. Well, I never knew that you'd say Raina because obviously it's not in your name. You're literally like liking all the side characters. Every single side character is just the best. That's fine. If like I was in a webtoon, I'd be a side character. I'd be the person that walks past the main character on the street, or just photobombing. Just like, wow, Wonder Woman maybe. I mean, the feelings. Raina's like my third favorite. 3 is a good number. I mean, she is cool. She is cool. I can't deny that. She's very cool. Way too loud. Okay, this is something that some people hate to do, especially if you don't actually do it like realistically. For the sake of this stream, I'm just gonna do it like very quickly. So basically, I'm expressing the strings. I'm making them sound like they're being bowed, I guess. Which is probably, if somebody else knows how to do this, they're probably looking at me like in shame right now, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it like this? Don't even. Don't at me, guys. Yeah. And then just like, sure, that can do. Then that can do too. Yeah, okay. Yes. This is the part that takes the time as well. Like, it's annoying. Just got back on, so sorry if I was already asked. Do you get a heads up from June what's going on the app so you can compare the feeling of the app, or is it all mix it angsty? You're so cringe but funny at the same time. Yeah, I'd just say that I'm cringy. I'm not really funny. It's so cringy it's funny, basically. I got back on. So yeah. Do I get a heads up from This is hilarious because like yes and no. Like, sometimes, if she has time to kind of tell me what's going on in the app, she will. But most of the time, she'll send me she calls them chicken scratch sketches, which is a bit of a mouthful. But, yeah, sends me the sketches of the episode, and she kind of tells me the background of the story, and maybe what's going on in the story, like, and maybe what she's going to edit later. And kind of, like, the general kind of structure of the episode in general. Sometimes there've been a couple of occasions where I haven't actually had the episode before I start doing a track, and then she sends it on later, because I know there's been like a lot of last minute calls, and I know I've also had that too. But yeah, so it does depend, but she does tend to give me quite a lot of information, which is nice. Well, she gives me as much as she can. So she kind of says like, like, I guess, like, for example, I guess Tether Bonds, for example, she was like, oh, this episode's kind of really cute. Like, it's got kind of cute, like, slightly that kind of vibes. And it's kind of just meant to be that feels throughout most of the episodes. So if it could just be like a kind of like more of a background tune, I was like, okay. So that was quite relatively simple to do. So it was just kind of one mood the most of the time. And then, yeah. And then recently it's like, I guess it's like, oh, there's some danger at this part. This happens here. So maybe if this could be like more tension building. And she sends me like a reference as well of what she wants it maybe to sound like, but then she goes, oh, but I trust you. And I'm just like, so do you want it to sound like this, or do you want me to do my own thing? But I tend to kind of like send her a couple of drafts and versions, and then she either goes, I prefer this one, or she goes, and sends me another reference. But it doesn't take loads of versions, but sometimes I literally am just sending her so many things, I don't know how she doesn't get annoyed of me. Yeah, I fast passed like everything. To be honest, the funny thing is that I want to get to the point where I just can actually like claim back the webtoon coins that I buy, because technically I use it for my job, right? To fast pass these webtoons to see if everything's okay in the episode once the music comes out, right? So I should be able to claim it back if I just like do my tax or whatever at the end of the year. But I don't, because I use the coins for like every other webtoon I read as well. So yeah, I get carried away. If there's a new webtoon, I pretty much use the coins straight away if I like it, which is pretty much almost every single webtoon. Okay, maybe 50% of the webtoons that come out. I at least fast pass them once, like at least when they come out. I fast pass like my life depends on it. It's a crippling addiction. Well, it's good for the creators, so it's not like it's a bad thing for them. It's just bad for you if you don't have like any like stream of income. Sad face. But it's fine, you know? It keeps you happy and it keeps them happy, so what's wrong? Even if I have coins, I can't fast pass certain webtoons because I can't wait. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, for the sake of this, I'm still gonna just carry on because I'm like, most of the time I spend hours and hours, but I'm just gonna do a track. So literally my draft tracks end up being like, so they're demo tracks, they're drafts, they are kind of a feel of what it should be, but like I end up taking out instruments and moving it around and orchestrating it better. So I'm gonna do a draft track, so don't judge me too harshly, okay? Oh, you're just being nice there. Come on. Thank you. And somehow my rainbow is getting mixed up. Green is not between red and orange. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's go. Let's try and make it back to what it was meant to be. Right, yeah. Okay. That Pippa's just chilling. I can go all the way to the bottom. No, I'm not, brother. Wow, I'm your family. That happened quickly. That relationship progressed. I am now your sibling. Call me Aniki. Is it Aniki? Okay, well, I consider you to be like my older British sister. Wheeze. Wow. If you can ever have a sister, have a British sister. We are awesome. You don't even have any sisters, so this is the first. I don't have any sisters either. Wow, we can be each other's first sister. Cute. All the weeks I gotta go like Sub-Zero in the English and French accent. That's nice though. That's really nice of you. Like, not everyone does that. Not everyone takes that extra step, you know, to actually go and appreciate the creator. I think it makes a difference. It does. It's very, very nice of you. And staying at 3 a.m. to read webtoons, even if I have school. Conclusion, don't live in France. Yeah, to be honest, I would do that. I used to read manga until like the early hours of the morning, and then I had to get up and I had to cycle, and it took me like half an hour to get into school on my bike, and I would be dead. I was so fit, because like I basically was running on 0 hours sleep, and I would cycle home. But I was just not very healthy. Yeah, it's just not a healthy habit. Obviously, yeah, just be careful. Don't end up like me. I have permanent eye bags from just staring at my mobile phone all night reading manga. I'm saving. And staying at 3 a.m. Yeah. Nope. 2 brothers. Yeah, I have 1 brother. And he is awesome. But I don't think we're very much alike, to be honest. Like, we couldn't be more opposite. Like, he plays guitar as well, like, properly. I kind of just dabble in it sometimes. I don't really actually play. Yeah, he's really cool. He's kind of like, he's always been like, I guess, the kind of intelligent one in more generic sense, like math, science. Like, he's got everything a lot more quickly than I have. And even in technology, like, he's always been saying to me things like, oh, how can you not get this? I'm sure you're smart enough to like plug this in and get it working. And I probably was, but I got lazy because he knew how to do it first, and he's just a tech whiz, so he was that technical person in the family. So yeah, he's a nice person. He's very, very, very clever. I like my brother. Bruh, it isn't manga, it's manga. Manga. I'm sorry. Chills as only child. Only child would be great. You just get all the attention, but also annoying if you get too much attention, because your parents just kind of coddle you, and you end up like suffocated and stuff. I don't like it. I love it. No, I don't. I just don't like that. Gotta love some tremolo. Sus and Beeb RRR. Do I watch series? Yes, I watch many series. My favorite series genre is similar to my favorite webtoon or manga genre or manhwa genre. It's basically like isekai fantasy. It's like one of the ones where they get or time travel, or I love sci-fi, but like specifically not mecha stuff. Time travel, supernatural, fantasy. If it's got dragons in it, like RPG style. But it has to be where the characters actually like like non-traditional, where the characters aren't like Kirito from Sword Art Online, which was fine at first, but then that became a trope, and then it ends up being annoying, you know? So it has to be indie. It has to be like something new that they haven't done before, or it has to be so good at doing like that genre, and that it doesn't matter that it's predictable because it's just so good as a production. So like stuff like that. Like I like I don't know if you've watched it, but like ReZero. Basically it's like starting over in another world. This guy gets transported to another world. He's like a bit of a loser. He's an otaku. He doesn't do anything good in his life, and he ends up basically being like the main character that can go back in time when he dies to try and make things right again. ReZero is amazing. Honestly, watch the new season. Like, it's such a freaking mind frick. You know what I mean? It's like every episode just leaves you like staring at it like this isn't happening right now, but it is happening. And he relies on this power too much, and he ends up like killing himself to start over. Sorry, spoilers if anyone hasn't seen it. And yeah, it's just like I like it where the main character's imperfect, where they don't seem to be in their perfect little world, and they're almost like yeah, anti-hero, I guess. Anti-hero, like Death Note's cool too. Hero ones are fine, but it's like Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academy. Oh my god, did I just say it like that? My Hero Academy is like yeah, it's a trope in its own. It's like Naruto but of like this generation. So it's fine, and it's nice to have something new that's like that for this generation. But I can't watch it all the time because it's like I kind of feel like I know what's gonna happen. Like some bad guys come, they defeat them, he gets sad again because he's not powerful enough. You know what I mean? Like anti-heroes are cooler. I used to love My Hero. Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's a power creep, and Deku didn't change at all. He doesn't change. He doesn't change, which is fine if you like him as he is. But he gets stronger and everything. But he's just a bit like lackluster. Like he's too innocent. Like I'm gonna save everybody in that voice, like Mickey Mouse voice. He's just yeah, it's just too innocent. There needs to be some sort of like aura, which is like oh, don't come near me about them for them to be cool. You know. Yeah, yeah, it did get a bit boring. It did indeed get some boringness. I don't have the click on, and I don't know when it's coming in, so I'm gonna start again. Cool. I'm gonna keep that one. Did you like that one? I like that one. I don't think it needs to be like playing on every single note there, but I like the fact that it mimics and also harmonizes and things and stuff. And yesh, yesh. Thank you very much for your opinion. Thank you and good night. Good night. It is 10:30, and I will be doing this for the next. I can guarantee you for the next hour. Like, we want some gongs. I'm just gonna go straight in with a gong. Mm-mm. Finding the instruments is half of the trouble, to be honest. Wuhan, Sasu. I'm just gonna do a crescendo at the moment. Castrol, Wuhan, Sasimba, crash. Doop, 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 doop. If you have any idea what that means, orchestral percussion, it's the Wuhan symbol and it's a sustained one and it's crescendo. So it increases in volume. Need to find the right note. Sure. Yeah, it only needs one of them. That's the wrong green. It's very important how you color code things, you know. You know? You know? I want to play Overwatch right now. I just have, like, I want to play Overwatch, you know? Oops. I need to finish the stream, dude. I need to do more of the stream. I will do another, like, minute and then I'll come back to this and do it all big and pretty. I'm going to do a bridge section and I'm going to have it, like, transferring over to the final part. Yes. Yes, I am. It's going to be like that. Oh, wow, thanks. Well, it's not like you're watching me do it or anything. I don't really want to use piano. It's like it's so me, you know. I'm not going at my comfort zone, man. Let's not use piano. Let's use something else. You know, there are different Chinese instruments that I just don't bother using because they don't sound pretty to me. Yeah, like that. Like, I don't like this one so much either. Yanquin. Yeah. Okay, enough with the gimmicks. You can see how I get distracted easily. I'm gonna use a Zhao. Zhao, hello. Goodbye. Expression. It's like the Zhao Express. Come to the Zhao Express. We have free food. I'm hungry. Accurate, you were just spamming my... We're literally a carry. It's fine, carry on. I'm lonely. I'm a lonely person. It's a lonely job, you know. Just sitting in my room doing tunes. In this small studio. I know! Nobody else is talking. Nobody else. Sad times. Yeah. Oh, please, just talk as much as you want, honestly. Like, please, just spam away. Otherwise, it's just me doing this, which is no different just to me not streaming, you know? Like, obviously, don't feel pressured to talk if you don't want to, but like, at the same time, if you want to say something, don't be shy, because I'm here just talking about food, because I just can't stop thinking about lasagna. Yeah, please, talk. And then it's just Maddie just coming in with the emojis. Honestly, I love those emoji things. They keep me happy. I use a few myself, and I don't know how to do them without copying and pasting them from a website, but, you know, I'm an individual person. Extrovert problems are a thing, yeah, but I don't really relate to them too much, because I'm part extro, part intro. I've been in my apartment for 7 months. I mean, that's not good. I went insane. Okay, Akari can back me up with this because I went insane when I was in lockdown in the UK for like 3 months, and I wrote a really bad song, like a purposefully bad song, which I will not reference in this stream because it's embarrassingly bad. Like, I went insane. I was reading webtoons. I was making tunes way too much, and I made a song about webtoons. Wait, you've probably heard it. Did I send it to you? She knows the lyrics too much, man. No, no. I put on my clothes as I'm strolling and start reading webtoons. Do 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 do. Yeah. Da, 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 da. It's kind of catchy. It's kind of sad that it's catchy. Okay. Techno. I think Techno has heard it. I think I spammed the SubZero server at one point with it. And then I was like regretting my decisions, and then I removed it. Yeah. Okay, we know how it goes next, kind of. I put down a I've never been able to say this. Spectra Sound tree Mark II. It's called Mark II because I guess it's tree number 2. So this tree is amazing. It's like a magical tree. Listen to the sparkles. Okay, wait, that's not a magical tree. That is anything but a magical tree. Come back. Okay, this should be. Oh, I'll listen to the little sparkles. Yeah, so I use this a lot for fantasy stuff because it's like magical stuff, right? So it's like magical sparkles. Okay, wait. Okay, now you're talking, and now I'm like, oh my god, you're talking. Wait. Yeah, you've heard that song. US is a hot mess. I'd rather be in quarantine. I am so sorry that you guys have to deal with that. Like, a lot of people I work with are in the US, and people that I talk to are in the US, and I've been watching it happen, and the UK's been bad, but I see the US, and I'm just like, okay, we're not so bad anymore. I swear the US has been, like, turned into, like, a third world country recently. I'm sorry, but it's, like, the fact that you guys are handling it worse than some countries that are actually third world is, like, yeah, it's just... It's actually mad. That's how corrupt the US is right now. Yeah, and I am worried. I kind of laugh about it, but I am worried about the people that I know that are there. Because, I mean, I try not to worry, but yeah, I do worry. Oh, Tethered Bonds version 2. Wait, did I send that? I don't know. Yeah, Kari had COVID. Literally. Like, you were saying, well, she was saying at one point that, like, oh, it's fine. Our kind of, country or whatever, or the place that I'm living is not going into lockdown at all, like we're the best one in the whole of the US, I'm just like, that's great for you. But I'm looking at the map and seeing that it's not going to be too soon until maybe it is an issue, right? And yeah, I hope that I was wrong, to be honest. Not saying that I was like right, but yeah, you live and dream and hope and things, and it's just yeah. Yeah, if you have asthma, don't go outside. Just don't even breathe. Don't talk to people. Just type, you know? I'm sorry that you're alone. I'm really sorry that you're alone. That sucks. I mean, if that's the case, then talk even more, you know? Yeah. They are a saving grace. I mean, for sure, they kind of like saved me, because if I didn't have Discord, if I didn't have servers and people that I've met through like doing webtoons, I think I would have gone a little bit insane, even more than I did making those weird songs and things. So yeah. Yeah. Wait, did we send you the version which had the actual like vocals in? Because that was a version which I'm thinking was a joke kind of thing that we did. Like, basically it was I think it was Tethered Bonds, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a choir to this, and I just sung like different harmonies, and I was like, listen to how pretty it is, and then Akari just started to scream and things. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that one. If you guys want to send me your screaming voices of Tethered Bonds, feel free to do it, and I will, as long as it's in time with the track, I can put it in, you know, and we can just do a lovely screamo version together. I kind of want a piano, but not because I want a piano. I want it to back up the pipper. I'm going to double up the pipper basically in certain parts with the piano, because it adds more texture and stuff, and it basically makes it sound out of the mix a bit more, I think. I'm saying that, and I'm just guessing this, and if it sounds horrible, then I will erase it and pretend it never happened. And then I'll just do the next structured bit, and then I'll come back to this bit and put it at the end and make it different. Yes. Intense kazoo noises. Don't get me started with the kazoos, man. I just keep this beside my desk just in case there's an awkward moment in the stream. And I just whip out my duck whistle and I'm just like, it's my favorite thing. It's not even mine. I gave it as a gift and I've stolen it back. What am I doing again? Oh, piano. Piano is a thing. Come back to me. And let's play. Let's play some piano. In a Russian accent. Slovakian. I am Van Helsing. Oh, I just doubled that for no apparent reason. Because I currently don't have a sustain pedal that works, I am going to add some reverb to it. A lot more than usual, because otherwise it will sound horrible when I play it in, and it will distract me and stuff, and yes. So I'm gonna go and put in a little live cathedral sound effect thing. Make it sound all pretty. Well, if you can play it with your accordion, I will love you forever. If you can learn it and play it on your accordion, I will literally, like, I don't know, high five you, just share your awesomeness with the world. I'll figure something out. I will send you a personal thank you card, which is basically worth 0 cents. it's worth feelings, right? You know, we were there at the time it happened, so you can look at the card and remember that time that you made a thing. Yes. Put it in a box and forget it forever. A recorder! Yeah, I have a recorder. I broke it. You know what? I cannot hear a thing. Cannot hear anything. Dum 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 dum. I'm gonna just stretch it so I can see where the pipit is. Turn it up for now. Yes. And this up. Ew. Ah. Oh god. I was so close! I'm just trying to go by memory and by looking at where I think it's going. I record it and send it to me. Yes, please do. I have my flute. I haven't touched it in 4 years. Most people don't, and most people also hate their flutes because it reminds me of their childhood when they were forced to play the flute because it was like music education. But the flute is just such a drab instrument. Like, unless you learn how to do like pretty little Irish whistles and things, a flute, sorry, not a flute. I'm thinking of a recorder still. Recorder is such a drab instrument. Flute is pretty. Yeah. But yeah, it's still one of those things which is like quite difficult to kind of play because like it's a solo instrument, right? And it's very niche. It's very, very niche. It's pretty, but it's very niche. I'd say it's like an extra instrument to learn. I wouldn't say it's the main instrument unless you just completely are in love with the flute. I used to play the flute in a marching band. Oh, low-level flute's good though. If you have something like that, it starts you off right. I have low-level cornet. Do you know what that is? I was forced to play ukulele. You sound like it was such a horrible part of your past. When I was a child, they made me do it. I had such a bad childhood. Flute is hard to learn. I had a friend who played flute. She was very like academic, and she like her mum played it, and then she played it, and like there are two kinds of musicians. I think there's the academic musician, and then there's the creative like wacky musician. I'm definitely the wacky one. Then there's the academic one who does like all the theory, thinks about everything theory as they're doing things. I'm like I do it occasionally when I need to, but yeah, I go more by feel. And then there's like academic who just like sight reads things, and they do all the exams. I did competitions, but exams actually were just like for me. I was like, not sure I want to do exams or why I do exams. So I did like graded competitions at levels, and that challenged me. But the exams, because the invigilators at the competitions were scary enough, I didn't want to have to do like a whole hour exam with these guys just staring over my shoulder, because they just like so. Yeah, I'm not going to say the word, but they're so, like, up themselves about things. Yeah, cornet. Oh, drums. Didn't touch my accordion. I mean, Accordion's great. But it's like the bagpipes. Like, you need to use it in context. Or don't use it in context. Be one of those cool modern people that just does it like a mashup with like modern instruments. And it somehow works. Yeah, wind instruments are difficult. I think it's like that. Ooh, wait. Ha, that's out of time. Let's pretend it wasn't out of time, but it is out of time, so... I think it's okay with plucked instruments, you can bring them in a bit earlier because basically they've got a slower attack. So basically that means that when they're plucked, there's a bit of a delay between the pluck and the sound. It kind of is how I feel about them anyway, so yeah. A bit like when I'm doing like stabby bass in strings, like staccato, it's do 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 do. Like there's a bit of a delay between me pressing the keys and like them actually sounding loud enough. So I tend to bring them in. I don't like bring them into the beat too much because otherwise they actually sound off. That sounds a bit off though. Oof. Something's going on up here. Boop, 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 boop. Maybe it's this dude. Maybe. Maybe not. Instruments, yes. The bassoon's extra funny because all the buttons that people think of the fingers are actually just for the thumbs. If you have 10 thumbs, that'd be fine. So, oh my god, I hate French character. When it's safe to do so, I'd love to take lessons and learn te piano. I'd love to learn te piano too. Can you teach me? Maybe cello. Oh, cello is like the one that I want to do mostly. I did buy a violin, but it was a terrible violin. And to be honest, like, I don't think violin suits me as much as cello. Like, cello is the kind of same register as piano to me. Like, the way it sits around the middle is like, oh, it's so nice. So nice. Yeah. Strings seem difficult. They are difficult to learn, but I think if you really want to learn enough, I think it wouldn't be a problem. But I think cello would be cooler than violin. My nan actually plays the viola, so I mean, I always feel mean asking her if she could teach me because I think she just doesn't really. Yeah, she kind of says always things like, "Oh, I'm not really that proficient at it," and then she'll just like play in an orchestra. I'm like, well, okay then, it's fine. Some people just don't want to teach; they're not so confident, and I don't teach, so why can I? How can I make somebody else? You know? Pianos are actually string and percussion instruments as well. Yeah. I used to play violin. My teacher was so mean. She scared me away from it in the 4th grade. Wow. Was she just like... Did she just tell you that you were really bad? Because whenever you start something like a violin, you're going to be bad. Everyone's terrible when they start. And some people never improve. And they think that they're really good, and they're not. As an ex-violin player, yeah, I agree. Cello is nicer, not gonna lie. Why did she degrade? Oh, these people make me angry. Give me her like name and an address, and I'll just go and I don't know, be mean to her. Imposter syndrome is real. Double reed players are double jointed? Wow, that's double the trouble. There's this girl in my orchestra at my school, and she played the bass, and it was like bigger than her. Well, yeah, basses are big, but like, aren't you meant to still have instruments that are sized up to you? Or maybe with the bass you don't. I haven't played bass myself, but I've seen people with I've seen live orchestras, and I see people next to the basses, and I'm just looking at them like, wow, that's massive. I haven't ever seen a smaller bass, but that would make sense if it was bigger than like kids. But it's like there are kids' violins, right? Like quarter-size violins. So why couldn't there be quarter-size basses? Because they wouldn't be deep enough. But there are quarter-size violins. Teachers are terrible. Teachers are awful. I only had like a couple of teachers I really liked, and towards the end of school, I absolutely hated music lessons because the teacher was the academic kind of teacher, the head of music, and that taught us anyway. And he was like, "Oh, you're one of the best music students that I've ever taught," but I was one of the most rebellious music students as well because I wouldn't stick to the rules. So he found it really challenging with me, and I found it equally challenging with him and with the subject in school because I was always breaking functional harmony and all of this because I found functional harmony not functional for like modern day stuff. Like, it's fine to an extent, but it's kind of boring. So, yeah, being double jointed helps cheat and bend your thumb to push down all the buttons you need. Yeah, but then you can break your fingers at the same time. Like, I'm double jointed in one of my thumbs, but I wouldn't say that I can actually do anything cool with it. It just freaks people out a tiny bit. Yep, you just gotta kind of suck up the music theory because it's gonna be a thing. If you're gonna do music, music theory is gonna be a thing. If you can choose to drop it at some point, that's great. I got to grade 5 music theory, and my teacher was really good, so I give all the credits to him because he helped me get a top grade. I got a distinction in my grade 5 music theory. I couldn't do that again now, but yeah, he made me have like lessons with all the Italian terms and learning how to transcribe things and how to make like a typical lullaby melody and things like that. And yeah, I wish I could take music theory again. I failed in college. It's not the end of the world. Come on, like, music theory is just ugh. It's like putting things into a box. I'd like to think that you don't have to always put things into a box, you know? Sometimes it is restricting, and not everyone's built to do it. I think music theory is amazing though. It's like if you can find a reason to use it and it is applicable to what you're doing, that's great. And then it becomes interesting because then you're doing it for like real life things, but in school they just kill it for you. Like, absolutely. It just doesn't sound right around there, so I'm just gonna take out the jumpy bits. Take out the jumping bits. Maybe that. Oh, wait, I'm gonna go back, come back. Come back, my child. And then maybe just need... Yeah. That's better! Dun. I failed out in college. Well, I suspended and quit my studies at university, so here we are together, just vibing. Being in quarantine has given me time to go back and explore my old passions again. That's what a lot of people have been saying. I mean, without quarantine, I don't think I would have had as much time because there was not the obligation to do other things. So I had so much time just to do so many commissions, and I ended up with like doing. Then I ended up doing The Witch and the Bull. I ended up doing The Wolf of Wolvershire, Allhaven Academy, which has been discontinued, and I'm so sad. Go give Akiocha some love, by the way, on Instagram. She's on Instagram. I think she's on Twitter as well. But she's taking a new step in her life, and like it was a really hard decision for her to make, and I'm kind of sad, but like it's understandable because she was doing it for 3 years, Allhaven Academy, and yeah, Webtoon hasn't picked, like it didn't select her, which is just annoying because she's definitely worthy of it. In my eyes, anyway. Maybe I'm biased. Okay, I see you. Yeah, I'm probably going to take a break in a bit because I can feel that I'm slowing down. I'll see you later. Wow. It's really not in time. Okay, I want to come in also with one more thing before the next thing. I said that last time. I'm going to go back into using Contact. Oops, I just selected 5.1, which I can't do actually for these kind of tracks. Sad face. I have to use MP3s for Webtoon, so I can't do like surround sound type soundtracks because they don't fit into MP3s, which is very sad. Yeah, you'll continue music theory. No, I mean, do it in your own time. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you, honestly. It's like, oh wait, did I just accidentally make that flute into a string? Yep. Obviously, I need to take a break right now. It's fine, I'll keep going for a bit. Yeah, carry it on, but only, like, try not to be too pressured by other people, because they'll always tell you when you should and shouldn't be doing things, and it might be fine for them to do it at that time, but maybe you'd be better off doing it later in your life. You know? What Zhao? School doesn't usually give you enough time to really answer it. No. And to be honest, you'll forever be trying to learn it on another level. Like, you'll probably never get to the point where it's like, I am a genius at this. Like, I am a genius. Like, there's too much to learn. And if you really think that you've got to a point where you're amazing, then yeah, you're just not, you know? Like, maybe you are in your own kind of stylistic way, but you can't possibly know everything. So I was doing low. Yeah, this is the one that I accidentally pressed. Okay. We on it? Is this right? Stereo. I'm gonna just delete this because it's just gone. Okay, then I'm gonna go back into Contact, stereo. Cool, got it. Low strings. So by doing string low, basically it means that it is different sound to just the normal strings. One of the hardest life lessons I've had to learn is that everybody is running their own path. Comparison is the thief of joy. So don't worry about what other people are doing. Do what feels right for you. That's really good advice. And it's not even really advice, I guess. It's more like what it actually is. Like, it just is like that. I mean, it should be like that. Don't worry about it too much, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up doing things at different times, regardless of how much you or other people push it, you know? So... I want to come in about this. Ah. I'm missing out all the times. Oh. Chewbacca noises. Was that me? Did I do that? I can't really do Chewbacca noises if I tried. I'm gonna do another one of these because I don't even know if I like that. I don't know about that. For one, I don't do sci-fi music, to be honest, right now. I'm not doing that right now anyway, and I don't know if I would do. If you're talking about music anyway, I don't know. Are you just talking about voice acting? Because I've done a little bit of that before. I kind of screamed into a microphone, and then they made me into a possessed demonic being. No jokes about that. That actually happened. I got paid for it as well. I'm very proud of that job. I think they referenced it as well. They were like, that was our most interesting job. I'm like, thank you very much. I'll be here all day. Okay, next part. You can see I've done like a section. I forgot to color code it. And then I'm just like leaving it like, okay, well, what next? Cries. So, yes, here we go into the unknown. Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Oh dear, referencing children's music. Children's. So many children's. We're all children's, really. We're just like taller than children's and still don't know what we're doing with our lives. So, what do we think? Next bit, right? Add it to my resume. My resume is so random. I have so many things I've done with my life like that have just not added up. Some of the things have because I have interests like music, cinema, movies, media stuff, but like other stuff I was just doing along the way, and it's just like, I fancy trying this. I need to make some money. Let's do this. It's just been so random. I hate how much I like that song. Which song? What, this one? This tune? Which tune are we referring to? Which tune? Oh wait, Into the Unknown. Yeah. Dude, if I play Overwatch, I will be there all night and day. Like, although can we play tomorrow? Wait, no, because you have like stuff to do the next day. Tomorrow? Tomorrow, please? Because I need to submit a track which is external to this. I know I'll be here all night, but I thought that I'd do this. I need to. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a bit then. Can I? Will you allow me to shut up? How do I speak and write at the same time? Good question. To be honest, I'm writing more badly than usual because I don't tend to talk. Like, I talk to myself in my brain, but I don't tend to talk out loud, and usually it goes a lot quicker than this. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Ooh. Yeah. I can sing. Okay, next bit. What does it sound like again? Next bit. Okay, time for it to sound kind of bleh, but let's do this. String, is that really another string? 2 strings low. Let's go for the string normal. We've got it. And back to the beginning. Wow, we're 2 minutes in already. Look at that. I just filled up a whole section. Watching this while folding laundry is gold. That is the best way to watch this. I didn't recommend it to anyone, but you have found it before I could say it, you know? Folding laundry is how you're meant to be watching this right now with this video. Leftover pasta the next day is just... I have pasta in the fridge from about, like... I basically made lunch for myself a week ago just to kind of like eat every day because I thought I'd be prepared and everything. And it's technically not got meat in it. It's like the vegetarian equivalent of meat. Not that I'm a vegetarian, but it was like the one in the freezer. So I used it. And it should be okay is what I keep telling myself, but I know I'm going to end up binning it. I'm so sorry that I wasted pasta. I hate wasting food, but it does happen sometimes. One person told me one time, basically, you are not a bin. You're not a human bin. So if you don't, you know, if you have leftover food, it doesn't mean you have to eat it. Obviously, it's a shame to waste it, but do not just eat because the food is there. Yeah, that wasn't really that flowy. Who cares at this point? It is 2 hours into the stream. Who cares? I feel like I'm going to throw up right now. I'm not going to actually throw up. I know when I'm going to throw up because I did that last time. The last time I did that was quite recently. Okay, let's not talk about this. Why did I go there? I didn't have to go there. I went to a fairground? Fates. A fairground. Yes, one of those. Went on one of those Waltzer rides and I thought it was like a teacup because I saw like kids coming off it and my friend was like, go on it. It's like fine. You can see those kids going on it. It's fine. It was not fine. End of the story. I will not go any further. It was not pretty. Wow, that piano is too low. Instantly, I'm going to do a new layer because I don't want the... Basically, if I record it here, then it'll basically join it into the next bit. For example. You see, I don't want that to happen. I want it to be its own little layer. See, watch this. cut it off early. Nah. Teacups are not for the weak. Well, normal teacups are okay. I wouldn't recommend them to anyone, but this was like the next level of teacup. This was like ultimate teacup. Me and Threel's going on with 4 strong dudes. We were spinning so much faster than everyone else. It was so much fun. Yeah, I thought it would be fun too until I lost my curry from the night before. An attempt was made at creating a meme about the stream. Really? Wait, where? Where's the meme? Honestly, the whole stream was a meme. Like, the whole stream was just messed up to begin with. Like, if this becomes a meme, then I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my god, it's Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Cthulhu, my friend! We have another mod, so if you see, like, some person with a sword next to the name, it's because they are my favorite people. I'm sorry, but I do have favorites. And they are looking after this chat to make sure that nobody's spamming the chat in a bad way. So if you see people sending links or anything, they will literally go and delete all of the links. And all the people sending like, oh, come to my stream. It's like, no, go away. Go away. We don't need that here. I'm gonna have some water because, you know, we need to drink water. Cthulhu, what you been up to, dude? Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu. I just can't get the end bit right. Yeah, sure. Let's pretend that last bit didn't happen. Or maybe just keep it for now. Look at all these green ones. They're the new ones. Hydrates. Yeah, I might just mute this whilst I... Cool. Okay, I'm done. Whoa. Okay, wait. Did I just break it? Is it still going? It's still going! Cool. Awesome. Okay, let's do some Ahu. Oh, here we have a funny story. I didn't know about the Cthulhu myth until college. Didn't know how to say it. So Choo-choo-choo-lu. Choo-choo-lu. Cthulhu. I don't even know that what? There's a myth? Am I pronouncing it right without knowing there's a myth? I've been called Choo-choo before. I'm gonna start calling you Choo-choo now. Can you just call yourself Choo-choo? Choo-choo. Mibra. Similarly, if I start it, it will basically merge it. That's what I think about that. But we're gonna carry on anyway. You know, we're just gonna carry on doing this tunes. Sure, I had a weird note in there, but I like it. Because I am weird too. Okay, so surface and... Wait, what? That's fine, lol. Are you sure? You're gonna have to take that back later because I'm gonna use it a lot. Another funny story. Another night I was on Sophie's dream. Yeah, I know Sophie's. I talked to her about piano stuff, you know? And we just like, hey, piano. It's like, yes, piano. It's like, yes. Yeah, that's just how you gel with people. You just find a common denominator. They drew a fish in the chat called purple coral. Called it purple coral instead of purple... Oh no! Is that a good thing? Wait. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody just joined in and was just like, hey, I know your webtoon's called Purple Coral. So they called it Purple Coral instead of Purple Hyacinth. That's nice. Since that's my name, I changed my username color to purple. What, your name's purple? I got a few laughs. Laughs is good. If people laugh, then you know you're done good. Teehee. Right. Look at this. I'm gonna do a hacker copy and paste. Wow. Wait. That's not how you do it. Wait. Do. Sneaky little. Bring it in a little. This is what happens when you do fast composing. It's not good. Needs to be bigger. I see. That's the bit that needs to come in, huh? Oh no! I'm messing this up right now. Here. Okay, bring it. Wait. We want to glue them together. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Sure thing. Why not? And then we bring in some more strings. I make it sound so simple, it's not. I'm just making it a simple piece. I mean, it's not usually not simple, but it's not simple either, you know? Strings. Yes. Other. Whatever these strings decide to be. Oh god, I've been on here 2 hours. 2 hours, and we basically almost have like a complete structured track. It's not bad considering I've been messing about most of the time. Orchestra. Ew. Ew. Now I'm gonna go back into contact and use theirs instead. And use some string highs. Yes. Okay, I actually wanted to finish it a lot earlier than that. It is now 3.5 minutes and I am bored of this extension. Okay, I extended it here and I want to stay there. Wait, this bit? Yeah? No, just this bit. Is it that bit? Who knows? It's anyone's guess at this point. Yes, look at all the green bits. I'm gonna keep saying that because the green bits are the new bits. The green bits are the additional bits. Then, I mean, essentially I've just, like, pulled out the other bits. Yeah, you know? Okay, Inktober seems scary, but it's admirable how you guys are going through it. I mean, Inktober's a nice thing. It's not meant to be a bad thing. You know, it's scary. The whole COVID situation is scary. And then you have Inktober. It's just like a thing which is kind of like there from last year and the year before, but you don't have to do it. But if it motivates you, heck yeah, go for it. Go for it. Go do the inking. Some people hate inking though. But you don't actually... I mean, Inktober is not about inking, is it? I mean, or is it like... I thought it was just about drawing every single day. We should have that sort of thing for composing as well, but we don't. I should make it a new thing. Okay, time to modulate these strings. Express. On the express train to modulation. I might just do it myself. Ew. can't see where. Let's do this. Yeah, sure. I think that it needs to be in a different instrument, that high bit, like an actual solo instrument rather than just strings in general, because it sounds really like shrill and annoying, like me. Start a trend. Start a trend. Starting trend is twee. Just try and do something. Do anything. Anything is good. Start somewhere. See where it goes. Make a rainbow of ink. Inky rainbow. Do, 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 do. Okay, should we listen to it like this? Okay. Cool. Now let's do it in the ahu, but like I'm gonna add a different kind of ahu. Or am I? Do 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 do. Mhm. I'm so almost done, by the way. Oh no. That's like drawing the color and the lines on the same layer when you record on the same layer. Literally, it's I just did that. It goes on too long, and we're gonna just cut off the chords. Change them. Change them. My skill's not so good, but I try to do something. Same, I'm not formally an artist, I just paint occasionally, but I wanted to join this month and draw a bit. Well, just do it! Do it! What have you got to lose? Apart from maybe your hand if you draw too much. Like professional artists, they just get like issues, but it's fine. Do it. And maybe not too much because you might lose your hand, but do it. You are motivated because you have a reason to draw. Yes, you do. You do. You like it. So do it. That's such good advice, obviously. Thank you, Cthulhu. I love you. You're amazing. You stick around in these streams forever. You are my moral support. Okay, thanks. That, I was like, what is this? What is this random sound? Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I can hear like different sound effects if you slap on different stickers and things. But you can't see the stickers because I've removed them because it was like freezing my stream and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Can I do this now? Can you not send me stickers for a second? How dare you? Or if you want to, just send them. I'll just complain. Hello, orchestral percussion. When I turn them to a different color, it means they're a different kind of harshness and stuff. Maybe a tiny bit louder. Fade it out. Fade out the tunes. Sure thing. Maybe a bit longer. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Can't have it cut. Ooh, ooh, hello. Come back. Okay. What don't you hear? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, those slappy things. Yes. When you slap me round the face with a pride hand, apparently. Or an air horn. Yeah. So it's just me going crazy and reacting to them. So, yeah. Okay, go get some food because, yes, you should do that. Breakfast is needed. So I have basically, when you get towards dramatic endings like this, all you need to do is basically extend the chords a bit longer. Do them so it's not as they were before, which is basically moving around too much, because if you have too much movement, it feels like it's going to a new destination, and it's not, it's slowing down to the final destination. So yes, you make it more thin in places, and make it kind of fade out, like texturally. I demolished a sleeve of cookies? What is a sleeve of cookies? You put your cookies in a sleeve and you eat them from your sleeve? Chocolate chip, I hope. Chocolate chip is the way to go. Yes! Girl, give me some! Or boy, I don't know. You could be a girl or a boy. Or neither. But yes, if I could have some of those, then you'll be my friend forever. Forever. I'm gonna slow the end. Don't like it. Not the ending. It doesn't fade out enough in things. Does not fade out enough in things. Yes, pancakes. French waffles. Obviously. The best kind. I am liking this track a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I'm gonna add some sparkles. I said, look at these sparkles, and I never used them. Sad face. Probably use them in here, actually. Like that. I'm guessing it needs to be held a lot longer. Sure. And have a little fade out thingy, if that can even happen with this. Nah. Yeah, okay. Another bit that needs to go in. So, okay, stabby boys. So string stabby boys stabbing things when it gets more dramatic. Then some high bits. But not like high bits, not like kind of like I'm thinking basically of something that kind of talks back to a melody and repeats the melody, but kind of like answer question thing, question answer. Yes, like that. I'll probably go for... I might... Did I use the Bawu in the end? I didn't really, did I? The Bawu is underappreciated. Oh, I missed the last bit. Ooh. That. Yes. Ooh, no. No, 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 no. That. Interesting. Oh, I see. That didn't help. just expressing things. Do. I hate that Pippa, man. It's so not soft at all. At all. I don't want nothing at all. Woohoo. Ooh, yeah, okay, next bit is Pippa, but like better Pippa. Maybe the Yanquin if I feel like it. Or Yankin. Yankin, the Yankin. Where's my Pippa gone? Anyone see the Pippa anywhere? Oh, is that the bottom? No, that's a different one. Wait, is it the bottom? Did I put Pippa in master? No, I didn't. Did I? Oh, wow. Am I okay? There it is. Is this one here? Yeah. Okay, here we go. See. You going? No worries. Thank you so much for joining. You stayed for like the whole time. I'm just doing the final bits now. And then I'll probably upload it on my Patreon and things. I don't know. And I might feel like uploading it on SoundCloud eventually at some point, but yeah, it'll at least be on Twitch for a little while, so you can check back to see how it is when it's finished. Thank you, and you're a beautiful person, a beautiful individual. Thank you so much for your time and for speaking to me and for chats and things. It's been fun. It's been fun. It makes it worthwhile. No, thank you. You're welcome, guys. No problems. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave it here, guys, and I'm going to go as well, because I think I'm pretty much done everything that I need to on this piece. And, like, I think you guys can hear that too. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. I might do a stream like this in the future again, because I do love doing these kinds of tracks. So feel free to like pop in and pop out and just like, yeah, I'll be on at random times. So I'll let you know on my story, probably on Instagram and Twitter and things. And hopefully I can get it working the first time next time. Alright, I'll see you later. Thank you guys for stopping by and things. Love y'all.